Welcome to Friday, everyone, and welcome to another Blender stream where we're going to be working on some character art. Okay? This is all artistic stuff. This is all stuff I'm going to be working on right now, and basically I'm going to be working on some of the different aspects of the model that we have going, and we'll see how far we can get on this tonight following the tutorial. Alright. So let's keep on going with this, and you guys let me know if you have any questions or anything about what's going on. Hopefully you guys can hear me nicely, and we'll see how that goes. Okay. T. Okay, just making sure we have everything going nicely in here. And see if you guys can actually, yeah, you should be able to hear this.
Of quad down here. So
oh, I'm going to turn off the music for now, our background music, since we don't need it.
With edge select, we can go 1, 2, F for face, and that fills in there.
All right, so we'll see if I can figure out. Okay, so we got that face in there, so that's the one we just did.
Here, we have a triangle, right? Remember how triangles are triangles in geometry cause cancer? Y'all, we've talked about this. So instead, we want to go 1, 2, and we want to merge these two. Okay, merge vertices at center.
All right, just a second. Let me have a look what's going on. Hello, Spock. How are you doing today? Hopefully you can hear me. Anyways, we're going to go into here. We're going to be getting rid of this triangle, but with the good old MT at center. So there we go. That is now merged in there, which means we're going to, well, we might have a quad in here. We'll see.
And look at that. Look what we've done. So now we got quads all around, y'all, and we got rid of that triangle. Okay, and we're building the curvature of the bum. Okay, let's do that again. What do we got?
He's got some weirdness going on in his stuff.
Right here. Holy moly. Okay, if this happens to you, then we want to merge these at center as well. Okay, we want clean gel.
I can hear, but another update happened making me get white screen on Raiders again. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've got an update that's supposed to go through right now, and I have not updated on it. So I have not updated myself, because you never know what's going to happen. I'm on 8.4.0, so I understand how that goes.
Okay, we want to do the exact same thing we just did again. Okay, and keep building out the curve of that bum. Okay, so we're just going to shift click, shift click, shift click, shift click. Oh, no, not that. That. Okay.
All right, so we're going to come in here and we're going to grab this one here and so forth our way around. Okay, and if we can do to here, I think. Good. All right, and then I think we're going to be extruding again in just a second.
With E, escape out of it.
So we're going to go extrude. Okay. And then we're going to scale it in a little bit.
Scale it in. Bring it up. Okay. There we go. We're here. I'd say we can scale it even more, actually. Bring it up even like right there. Let's kick in a side view. Pull that out a little bit. Okay. Nice butt form happening. It's a little clunky, and that's okay. We'll obviously smooth that out in sculpt.
I'll have to smooth out over here.
And I'm going to pull this down a little bit.
So he's coming in here and he's grabbing this vertex here and pulling it down. Okay, because we're probably going to be doing these two edges here and joining them together.
Out a little bit. I'm going to add an edge loop right here with Control R. Add a little.
Okay, so we are actually adding in a Control R in here. All right, so we've added in another edge loop in there. We're definitely going to have to get in here and run it. Not just an older, but it's Windows 10 incompatible with 11. Yeah, one of my older computers, my old desktop was incompatible with Windows 11 as well. I think my laptop is compatible with Windows 11, but I haven't actually upgraded to Windows 11 on my laptop.
Geometry right there, and then all I'm gonna do, take a look. Once I have my edge loop selected, and face.
He is using the wrong terms in here a lot, I've noticed. That's it. Okay, this is an edge, not an edge loop. This is an edge, not an edge loop. Now if I do this, you see how it's looping around? That's an edge loop. Okay? It's a loop of edges, not this is not an edge loop right here. This is these are two edges. Okay, so we're just going to hit F anyways to combine those two together. Okay.
There we go. Okay, let's do the exact same thing up here. 1, 2, F. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to grab this one and hit F. F. There we go. All right.
Edge, select, and all you have to do is hit F, and Blender does the rest. Blender knows what's up, doesn't mess around, plays for keeps. Okay, and now we need to drag some of this butt geometry around.
Okay, so now we need to say we need to drag this butt geometry around. Okay, we'll put in here. I'm using GG to grab along like that. When we get into sculpting this thing, I think what's going to happen is we will probably be sorting out a lot of these problems. Like this problem right here, which is bugging me. I'm going to smooth this thing out a little bit and probably inflate and work on getting these things to be a nice set of anatomy in here.
Okay, we can bring this in a little bit like this, a little bit. You know, we're not making a circle yet, but we're not making a circle. Okay. You know, this is still a little jagged, so let's click into sculpt mode and.
All right, so okay, I don't think I have the same problem, but let's go into sculpt mode anyways. And get into the sculpt brush, or the smooth brush, and just I thought I had changed that. I'm sure I had changed that. I'm using the mouse right now to do this. Okay, one thing I think of what I'm going to do in here, see if, is that going to, yeah, I'm going to bring these guys out a little bit since I can. Get that thing to be not as ripply or whatever you want to call it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the edit mode. I'm going to select this edge loop. Okay, see, that's an edge loop. It goes all the way around. Okay, and now I'm going to go to the smooth tool, and I'm going to smooth this thing out a little bit, just to see what I can do. Yeah, it's looking a little bit better there. Let's go into edge into here and bring these guys out a little bit. Okay, and hopefully we'll get these things in here nicely. Yeah, when I get in here and with the inflate brush, it's going to look a lot better. All right, anyways.
Smooth this out. There we go. We like smooth geometry. Okay, that's what we like doing.
Maybe a little bit of smoothing here.
Geometry, we're in. And then we can smooth out this butt. Okay. All right, now we're going to have to add, now all we have left is a hole in the butt. Okay. It's not that bad. It's a little jagged in areas, that's fine. We can smooth that out in sculpt mode, no big deal. We need a little more geometry in our posterior. So we're going to do that by getting rid of the neck. Okay, and the reason we're going to get rid of the neck is because we don't need this geometry going down the front of the body. Okay, we just want it going down the back. All right, so we're going to get rid of that. We'll bring.
Okay, we're going to come into, yeah, shoot. Where was I in here? There we were. Okay. Come in here, grab these faces here. And get rid of those faces. Okay.
We just want it going down the back. All right, so we're going to get rid of that. We'll bring it back later, no big deal. But right here, we hit Control R, and we add a little more.
Okay, come on in here, and come over here and hit Control R, and there we go. All right.
Geometry right there. Escape out of that. Okay, so with this, now we should, in theory, be ready to build the butt. Okay, so we got the edge loop. We're going to take this edge loop here, connect it with F. Edge loop here, connect it with F.
Okay, this one here and this one here. F, okay. This one here, yep. This one here and this one here. Okay. All right.
Oh my goodness, you see that? See, I thought I had this one selected, but it turns out I had one inside the body. That's pretty wild. We're just going to Control Z out of that and select the correct edge loop, which is
okay.
F. Okay. Now we're going to select this edge loop here and this edge loop here. Just edge, not edge loop, excuse me. Mea culpa, mea culpa. F. Edge, edge, F. Okay, and now we got to start being careful because we only want quads, remember. So let's hit Control R and see what we got. No, we just want it around the side. It connects here, one, and let's go.
All right.
1, 2, 3. No, let's go. Oh, okay. I see what's happening. That was preemptive, not even. Okay, so here 1, here 2, face.
All right. So she's doing to here and face. Okay. All right.
Okay. Do you see what still exists? Okay, we're gonna have we got some issues here. Let's add an edge, let's add a loop cut. Here, 2, face. Okay. Do you see what still exists? Okay, we're gonna have we got some issues here. Let's add an edge, let's add a loop cut. Here.
He has done. Okay, he has backed out some of his stuff and didn't say anything in his tutorial. He's backed that out. He has come in here and he has got rid of this face here. Okay, and we will do Control R here and bring it up to here. Okay.
Here and bring that up for this one, and then let's add a loop cut here to match it.
Okay, and right. Okay.
Okay, so we can bring this and this together with F.
Okay.
And then hit F again, so that side is all cleared off. Well done. Okay, we're gonna have to get creative over here because it looks like it's a triangle, but it doesn't have to be. We can bring this over. We can bring this
up. The 1, 2, we got 1 there, so 1, 2. Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
up, and then we can connect these. 1. Hey, now what happened? Oh, I hit tab, mea culpa.
So we're going to go 2, that one, and hit F. So that means we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
This is acting wonky. So event type. This might be a. Okay. Let's save our work, just in case it crashes. It's a new distro. I'm gonna shift click and add the face. Okay. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have 1 with 1, 2, 3. So we need to add a couple of more loop cuts here, like that, and now.
Okay.
We should be able to connect all of our geometry with this here with F, and then
2, F, F. Nope, it's still a try.
F. Is that? Nope, that's a triangle. Fail. F for fail. Okay, let's add one more.
Let's try this again. F, F. Oh, we got two quads in there.
Here. And now let's select these edges. 1, 1 with face, and then 1, 1 face, and there you go. There's quads all around. Outstanding. Spectacular geometry. Well done. I know it might feel like it's overkill, and it definitely is, but it makes a huge difference when it comes time to animate and move this thing in space. It's just a little bit of detail up front it just goes far, y'all. So let's save our work. Okay, and now let's sculpt this and just.
Okay, so now I'm going to get out my Wacom tablet and we're going to start sculpting this thing into some sort of shape that looks like a buttocks.
With F makes the brush bigger or smaller, depending, and get these verts nice and smooth. Okay, and now that we have nice clean geometry, we can add volume to the shape. Okay, and we'll do that in the next one.
So we're going to go over to sculpting. Okay, and where is it in here? Where is the one I'm thinking about? Slide relax, which is next after rotate. So there, he's got thumb. Does he have? Yeah, he does have slide relax. Okay.
So get up, stretch, do a pull up, do a chin up.
All right, let's get in here and we will start to work on this a little bit and see what we can do about getting this geometry to be nice and level. And we'll see how this thing goes. Where is my... Okay, so it's there. All right, so we're in here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab in here. I'm going to go to the inflate brush for the most part right now. Right here, and before we do that, let's just smooth this down a little bit. Okay, it's going to be it's already looking a lot better than what it was. All right. And I'm going to go to slide relax. And I'm going to turn on, where is it in here? Viewport, where is my viewport? Wireframe. Okay, so while I'm in slide relax here, I'm going to work on getting this thing to work its way out a little bit so that it's a little bit more relaxed on the stuff, and so it looks a little bit more. Yeah, see, you see how it's starting to bring these things out a little bit, so that it's a little bit more relaxed in how the distribution is. We don't have, it's not so tight as it was before, and that means that we'll have a little bit more that we can play around with when we actually get things going. Okay, and we'll get into smooth brush right here, and basically smooth. Come on, I got shift going. There, that's the one that really needs to be smooth. Come on, smooth. Why aren't you smoothing? I'll bring up my strength a little bit. Yep. There we go. That was a bit much, but we'll go back to inflate. Just to bring these buttocks back out a little bit. Stuff back over here. Bring these guys in a little bit more so that it looks like a proper set. Okay, and we'll go back to this view over here, and we're going to get out the crease brush, which is crease right there. We're going to make sure that we come in here and we basically crease our way in here a little bit. Okay. Okay, go back over to here. See, how is that looking in there? Looking a lot better in there. Okay, go back to inflate. Okay. Alt Z. Nope. Okay, I need to tab out of this thing into object mode. Okay, that's looking a lot better there. But what I need to do is I need to select the side one here, and I need to, where is it here? I need to pull down the opacity because it is causing some issues in here with how this is being, how I can see this. All right. Oops. Okay. Sculpt mode. Okay. That's good. Gotta get my crease in here. Make sure we get a nice little thing right in here. Right in here. And that's basically just creasing it a little bit. Okay. Get back to our inflate brush. Okay. Over here. To deflate a little bit around here. Let's see how's this looking. Oop, I need to get a little bit more inflation right in there. All right. I see something here that doesn't look right. go. Okay, let's go. No, let's inflate this back out a little bit. There we go. All right, let's go do some Stream Raiders quickly. All right. Da, 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 da. Yay, we won. Yay. See who gets what. Okay. Let me finish off these quests quickly. What the next quest is going to be. All right. I'll go off to here. Yeah. All right. Ooh. Okay. So we need to grab in our. Let's grab in our barbarian. Actually, what do I need to do on here? What do I need right now? Healers. And okay. Let's get out our healer. There we go. Go over to here. Okay. Continue on with this. All right, let's have a look at see how we are doing in here. Okay, let's go over to this view over here. Okay, doesn't look too bad there. Let us have a hello Mollinator. Let's get a bit of a smooth in here. There we go. How's that looking? I don't think that's looking too terribly bad. Okay, let's smooth here a little bit. Go back over here. Lay it a little bit along the back. Not looking too bad. Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay. Front up here needs a little bit of work, I think. Is my slide relax? Let's bring that down a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. That's a little bit better. this one here, I'm going to smooth a little bit along here. There we go. That's a bit better. Don't want it to be so rectangular back there. Okay, there's a little bit here that I'm going to get in here with the inflate and inflate just touch up here. Oops. Okay, smooth down here a little bit. Okay, that was a bit much. Bring it back out a little bit more. Go to this view over here, see how we're doing. Yeah, we need to bring this out a little bit. All right. And a little bit here, a little bit up here. And we'll see how this goes. Maybe a little bit here. Just getting this smooth a little bit. Just touch, touch, touch. And there we go. Maybe a little bit of touch up here. Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm going to open up my window because it's getting warm in here. So give me a second here, and I'm going to open up my window. It's actually pretty hot here today. We set records today. So I'm opening up the window because it's getting a little bit on the more toasty side in my office. So I'm going to open up the blinds a bit, open up the window, and let in some more fresh air in here. I can't wait until we can get together the money, get the mini splits. And once we get the mini splits, we'll be able to have a cooler office in here, a little bit more air in here, that type of thing. All right. So here we are. Let's go on to the next lesson.
A glass of water, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello, Olympia Tech. Part 20 of the Blender character modeling tutorial series for beginners. We're going to pick it up right where we left off. So where did we leave it off? Before we finished kind of smoothing out the butt. Okay? And we really want to... Well, so these are smoothed out. Okay? We have some smoothed out geometry. Come to the front. And this is just super smooth, and that's great. We want to add some form to our butts. We've really only messed with reds so far. Now we want to go to blues. And reds, if you've kind of figured out, are designed to taper and push in your model. Blues, if you haven't figured it out yet, are designed to pull out or add form to your model, geometry, or sculpt. And so we're going to hit the inflate button and bring it around and inflate the butt a little bit. Okay, and just all I'm doing.
He's basically doing what I spent some time working on.
Side view.
I got to laugh at that.
Literally just bring it out to the shape of your, well, that obviously looks, well, that just looks silly. There you go. There's a butt. Okay, we kick in a side view, and right. See, so it's like here. Yeah, that's too much, and that's okay. So okay. So let's go
to inflate a little bit up here.
Go too far, no big whoop, and just smooth it back in. Right? You can. The cool thing about this is that you are free to fail. This is, I've said it before, I will say it again until I'm blue in the face. This is an environment in which you are free to fail. And, let's bring out the hips.
Where's my crease? I'm going to crease in here a little bit.
You can't learn anything if you're not free to fail. If you're worried about failing, your sphincter clenches, and it's just, it's grueling, It's like, oh my God. Right, so now, not half bad. And then we can bring out the hips a little bit. Bring out the legs. then if we go to front view, and you can actually, you know, you can bring this out. See here, like if you watch, I mean, you can't really, I wonder if you can see it well enough there, that might be better. You can just bring out, you know, all I'm doing is adding shape to the form to make it the shape I need it to be. Okay? Fill out that back leg a little bit, like that. Kick in the side view. Pull this back leg out. Add some form to the back leg. Add some form, a little more form to the butt, front of the leg, like that. And you are free to model your, and all we're doing is adding volume to the shape. Do you see how this looks now from where it did, you know, one video ago? So it, you know, it looks, hang on, let me squeeze this brush down a little bit, and a little, get a true contour on that side hip. Okay. That might be a little too much. Yep, a little too much. Pull this hip out a little bit more, and then smooth this in. Did you see? All I'm doing is really just what's too much, what's not enough, what needs a little more. And
I'm modeling on the right side here. The left side has a bit thicker of a leg, it looks like, but since it's modeled left to right, it should be fine.
That's all we're trying to do. Okay, so now all we're going to do is, now we're going to pull this tool, okay, the grab tool. And what the grab tool does is exactly that. It's, the grab tool is kind of like the blob tool, except on steroids, okay? So it's this one right here. It says grab. And now we're going to use the model and just kind of pull it out. And we're going to build out our form wherever we need it, okay? And if we over pull, if we over grab, and no big deal. Then we go back and we smooth it out, okay? It's a process.
I don't think I need to do that. I think I've got this basically to where I want it to be. Maybe a little bit of inflation up here, but I don't think I have enough geometry in here to really get this tummy out. Well, maybe a little bit.
Grab tool, maybe bring his belly out a little bit as well. Okay. Bring the chest out momentarily. The front of these calves, the front of these, it's not a calf, it's quad. The front of the quads. Okay, all we're doing is we're essentially pulling our geometry into the required space. Okay. Let's bring our legs to life. Get this calf out a little bit. Let's go.
The real test
to see the back view.
It's going to be when I do this. When I go back into object mode, okay, and I zoom out, okay, and bring it back, bring it down a little bit, okay, and bring it over to here, and I go in here and I hit Control 2. All right, and then I right click and say Shade Smooth. All right. So this is what the model looks like right now. Okay. See if we got any problems in there. I don't think we have too many problems. Let me turn off wireframe in here for the moment. Where is it in here? Yep. We are in object mode. Good. Okay. Okay, turn off wireframe. All right, so this is what our model is looking like right now. There is a bit of a problem in here. Okay, we've got a bit of a divot in here, but that will probably, we will sort that out later on when we turn off the mirror modifier and just start to smooth this thing out and start to give this thing definition. Okay, but for the most part, it's not looking too bad. There is a little bit of a bump in the buttocks right there. I'm not too sure I like. Okay, so let's go into the sculpt mode. Okay. Alright, and what we're going to do in here is we're going to see what we can do about getting rid of that bump right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to our smooth tool a little bit. There we go. Alright, is that enough? Okay, and there's a little bit of a problem in here, so we're going to go into crease, and we're going to make sure that we have a nice crease along the bottom of the buttocks. Okay, and we'll inflate a little bit around here. Alright. Get out the smooth tool, see if I can smooth this out a little bit. Alright, so there we are, right there. Still a little bit flat up there, I think. So we got inflate. Let's just add a little bit of volume in here. Okay, I don't think that's looking too bad. Okay. You guys have to let me know what you think. I don't think it's looking too bad along the buttocks there. Okay. All right. Funny is a drop game suggesting on me. Life is full of asymmetry. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Well, that's the thing, is that when right now this is all symmetrical along the x-axis, and it will be sorted out when we apply the mirror modifier, and then we will go through and then basically get rid of a lot of the symmetry. All right, that's better. All right, there we go. I'm going to probably be adding in a few more things in here to make it look a little bit better, but that'll probably be during the final sculpt. Okay. All right. I think we're good. I think we are good there. Let me save that, and we'll continue on with this tutorial.
Okay. Make this a little bit bigger. Get this to the side. Get this out a little bit like that.
All right. I'm not liking how down my nib is getting, so I'm going to switch out my nib.
Pull this out. See, it's not rocket science, guys. It's template. It's almost like a math equation, right? And bring out get the fullness of the inner leg going, like that. Pull that out. Let's add some roundness to this butt. That hip area.
He's chatting. I'm going to see what I can do about getting see how my nib is doing in here.
Okay, bring that up there.
I guess it's not too bad, but it doesn't feel right.
There. Looking sharp, you guys. Do you see how that looks from where it was, in the previous video? Now that calf is a little sharp, so what do? We just smooth it out. And again, all I'm doing is, can you see when I hit F? Okay, so it doesn't show you that. All I'm doing to change the size of that, tell me, yeah, screencast keys are on. So all I'm doing to change the size of my sculpt brush.
There we go, right there. I'm going to come in here and turn off the subdiv.
Depending, and that
okay,
is a little hot.
And come back into object mode and go back to shade flat to get our jagginess back.
Okay.
You have a snorting cattle dog. That sounds like a personal problem.
Not bad, you guys. Nice butt, nice hip, nice calf, quad, knee, shin, ankle. This is coming along nicely. How's that look? Here, hips are out a little bit. Okay, so I need to bring this in. I'm gonna push this in actually. I'll make this a little bit bigger. Like that. Then like that. And then like that. Maybe smooth that a little bit. Just smooth that up.
I've already done a lot of the stuff he's just smoothing his way through right now.
Smooth that up there. Okay.
So let's go up to...
We're going to have to get that later. The T-pose kind of makes that challenging right now. Let's move on to the elbow. Okay.
All right, so we're going to go on to the elbow.
Edit mode.
And I'm going to go switch back over to my mouse and keyboard.
Bird's eye.
Okay. Now you have 2 snorting dogs. Well, I'm glad that they're glad that you're home, so that they can snort at you all you like. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select that and make sure that that's where my orbit point is right now.
View. Okay. Top view. So here's a center line. Okay, this is a center line. Whoosh, goes all the way down the center. We are going to select.
All right, one thing before I go too far. He's got that one, then 3 more. Good. So I've got in here. I may want to actually smooth this out a little bit because I don't like how kind of jagged it is. So let's get this. Let's get it back into sculpt mode for a second. Edit sculpt mode. Get the smooths and bring down the strength a little bit. And just smooth this out a little bit. Now let's go back to edit mode. All right, so there we are right there. Get to the back over here because this is where we're going to probably be doing a lot of our work. Grab this one here, bring it in to here. I'm just going to bring this geometry back together a little bit. That. Just so they're a little bit closer together.
A bunch of faces. 1, 2. We're going to build out the back of your elbow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and then just go all the way down the center, like.
All right. So here's the center line right here. So we're going to grab this one. All right, where is the center line? That's the center line right there, which means I think we've got all of the back faces right there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there.
That center. Center. Is that center? Yes. Okay. And then we're going to inset.
Okay, we're going to go inset in here. So we'll come in here, I bring it in like so. Okay, like that.
Bring it in a little bit. We're making we're making your elbow. We're going to smooth that out.
Okay, so we're going to come over here to the smooth tool and we're going to smooth this out a little bit. There we go. That's nice and smooth. All right.
Like so. Let's grab and bring it out a little bit. Like.
All right, so we're going to come now over here. We're going to go to the selection box. We're going to go grab along the Y and pull it out a little bit like that. All right. Not exactly perfect, but we'll get in here and get this thing to look a lot better.
Smooth it out again.
All right, so smooth it out again. All right. There we go. We can always just smooth it down later on.
Like that. And now this is going to get a little weird, but it's okay. You can do it. Hey, you're doing great, okay? You're doing great. You still with me? Great. Okay. So now we're going to get rid of some vertices. Okay? We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to merge these.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go.
Guns. Merge vertices at last. We want to merge
merge at last. We got that in there now. Probably going to be doing the same thing down here. Okay.
Up here. Uh-oh, we've created a couple of triangles. That's cool. We'll deal with them momentarily. And we want to do the same thing here. 1, shift click, 2, 3, 4, right click, merge vertices. You can also hit M, hotkey M, merge at last. Okay? And now what we're going to do is select this edge, and then shift click, select that edge, right click, and we want to dissolve edges. It should dissolve the edge.
Okay, so we're going to come in here, go to that one, and that one. We're going to hit X and hit dissolve edges. Okay, so we now have stuff in here, and
Keep the face, and we still have these quads. Now what we've done essentially is we've created, if this worked, we should be able to shift alt click with face select.
let's see if this will work. Okay. All right, we go to 3, and we do that. You see how it flows back into the body along that center line. Yeah, that is probably what we're looking for right there. Okay. It basically is a nice edge loop that goes all the way down there. If we select this one here, it continues onward. It's this one here that's important, that goes all the way down.
We've created a loop that goes all the way down the body, at the elbow, around. Look at that. Look how clean that is. Outstanding. And we should have one on the other side. Yep. Boom. It goes around the arm too. So this is what I mean by a clean geometry. Okay, it doesn't zig, it doesn't zag, it doesn't shuck, jive, bob, and weave. It does exactly what we want it to. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. All right, inside this, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do the exact same thing. Inset it with I. Like
okay.
That. Bring it out a little bit. And then let's smooth it out like that, like we do, like we've been doing. Not like that. Yeah, like that. Okay, cool. I see you. I see you smoothing out. Nicely done. And then what we want to do, the exact same pattern. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, 1, 3, 4. Merge at last. Then this one, this one, this one, this one, merge at last. Okay. Do that one, and hit X and dissolve edges. And there we go right there. We've got an interesting set in here. Okay, so now if we do 3 and do that, you see we got a loop there and we got a loop there. We still have this loop, this loop. We've got 2 loops right there, nicely set up, that will basically bend its way through the geometry. Okay.
4. You can hit M or right click, merge to last, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. M or right click, merge to last, and then same thing. Edge, select this edge, and then just dissolve edges. Okay.
Now, what I'm going to say is that this has been the problem that I was having with the other tutorials I've been having, is that the tutorials that I've been working with before, I get to this point, it says, and this gives us enough for posing. It does not give us enough for animation. It's like, oh, well, I just spent 4 or 5 hours working on this tutorial, and it's not rigged up, or it's not, the geometry isn't set for animation. And it's like, okay, I just wasted my time, so now I'm going to have to figure out how to set this thing up so that it can do animation. And that's the biggest thing, is to make sure you've got everything set up so you can do animation.
Okay, and let's go into sculpt mode, and let's just smooth that out a little bit.
Okay, so now we're going to go into sculpt mode, and we're going to smooth this thing down. All right, so let's go over to edit and sculpt mode, and get our thing in here. We're going to hit shift and basically smooth this thing down a little bit. Actually, yep, I'm going to have to do it this way. All right. And just basically make sure that we are in smooth and basically just smooth it down a little bit. So we will have a bit of an elbow in there now. Okay. So there we are right there. And I will say that one of the reasons I've been going slow on this is because of I've gone through 3 or 4 other tutorials so far, and in all of them, I've gotten to the point that I've gotten to the point where they said, "Oh well, this isn't going to be good for animation. If you're going to have to do that, you're going to find a different tutorial." It's like, I just spent 4 or 5 hours working on this thing, and you're telling me that no, I can't use this for a game because I can't animate it properly. So that means that hopefully this is now set up for animation. Okay, so this is a much different elbow than what we were using before. All right. So there we go. That's a different elbow that we had than what we had before, and it should hopefully work for animation a little bit better. And one thing you notice is as it was smoothing, it's broadened these guys thing in a little bit, and we now have a bit of a bump on the elbow, which is good. Okay, so that now when this elbow bends in here, the nice thing is that we have. Okay, let's see if this will select properly. Let's hope this will select properly. Go over to 3. Yep, okay, we're here. And if we hit this one right here, okay, so it doesn't go all the way around. But the nice thing is that if you look here and here at these two, you can see how they're kind of wrapping around that elbow joint. Okay, and with it wrapping around that elbow joint, it means that these verts or these faces can now expand and contract linearly along the elbow. Okay, so as the elbow bends, these specifically these 4 here. Sorry, these 4 here are the ones that will be able to expand and keep the elbow looking decent. Okay, less important are these two faces right here. Okay, it's these 4 faces right here that are basically the core of the elbow. Okay, and they're the ones that will be able to expand and contract along the elbow. These other ones up here, like this one, and this one, they're not as important. It's these guys here. Okay, and that's not what I was getting set up in some of the other tutorials. Anyways, let's go set up some Stream Raiders, and then we'll go take a bit of a break and see how that goes. All right. And we had a whole bunch of people actually come in and join us. We had Evergreen come in. I haven't seen him in channel tonight just yet, but there we go, and we'll see how this goes. All right. Okay, we'll start the battle here. We had Samantha, Sylvan, Evergreen, Craft a Simple Life. Come on, start. Coin Toss and Snipe Avenger. Okay. And there we go. Open Captain's Chest, and we will get this thing through, and Evergreen Elf got it. Yay. Who cares about that? Get that. And that. Okay. All right. Let's have a look. What is going to be the shortest path? Okay, so we've got a green chest here, and that's what we're trying to pick up. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll go along the southern path and see how this goes. Okay, so what do I have to do here? I've got healers, I got paladins and necromancers. Let's shove out our necromancer to start off with. since we need to do one of those guys. So let's do that. Okay, so we'll shove out our Necromancer. Let's put him right here. And we're going to go there, and we'll see what we can do. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay, let me go take a bit of a break, and I will be back soon. Oh, hello, Evergreen. Didn't see you there. How are you doing? Cool, thanks. Okay. So, anyways, thank you for coming out, Evergreen. I'm just going to go take a quick 5-minute break. I'm going to run my commercials during that break, and then we'll go back to doing some more sculpting in Blender or some more topology in Blender to do some knees and elbows and see what we can do about doing that. And then we're going to be doing the thing that might upset people, which is the front portion of the chest. So while nothing will be showing, some people find that a bit offensive, but we're going to be working on it anyways. Anyways, I will be back in about 5 minutes. I'm going to run my ads, and I'm just going to go stand and stretch. So I'll be back soon, guys. All right, I'm back. Mostly, I just got some ice cream with me, and we'll see how things are going. Let me get words on stream going so we can do that while I am having my ice cream. Give me 1 second in here. All right. Sit over here. It's just getting a little bit too hot in my office, so I decided to get some ice cream. There we go. Let's just start playing some words on stream while we're waiting. That's a good one for ice cream. Very ice cream appropriate. Okay. I got some ice cream, vanilla ice cream with some frozen strawberries and some frozen blueberries with it. You guys will have to tell me if you are enjoying art with Blender and how that thing is going for you guys. See if you like the artwork with Blender, and see if it's something you would like me to continue working on. Looking at our words here. course the wife would think of that. It looks like we are done there. Got to level 5, which isn't too bad. I'm almost done my ice cream, so that'll be the game for now. So wife won at 145. I got 127, and Spock got 89. All right, let's go back over to here. And let me get up the YouTube video. And we'll get into this in just a second as soon as I finish up my ice cream. There we go. Let's continue going.
Just make that nice and smooth. Okay. There we go.
I think we got it nice and smooth here.
Okay. Nice little elbow. Okay, now let's go back and let's tab back into edit mode. And let's add some more geometry into these arms. So let's add 1, 2. Let's just do 1, 2. Yeah. And then here we'll do even 2 more there. Escape out of that. And then here let's add 3. 1.
Okay, so he's got 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think I missed him doing something in here.
1, 2. Let's just do 1, 2. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to have to move these guys down. Excuse me. Okay. Move that one down to here. Down to here. Down to about here. And then we'll have to shape it.
And then here we'll do even 2 more there. Escape out of that. And then here.
Okay. There we go. And then down over here.
Let's add 3. 1, 2, 3.
And 3 here.
And then add another one in here. Great. Okay, now we're
And 1 in here. Okay.
do the exact same thing with the elbow, but with the knee, so we can kick her on the front view.
All right, so now we're going to go into doing the knee. All right, where is the knee? Ooh boy, I think this is a knee right here.
And see where this knee is supposed to be? About, right here. Okay, let's do the exact same thing.
All right, before I go too far, I want to make sure, okay, he's got his line there, so we need to actually bring this one here. Bring that one up to about here, I'm thinking. Let me go out.
Front view.
All right, there we are. Let me make sure I got my edge loops in here nicely. Okay, so we got that one right there. So we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he is at what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The seventh one down is the one that he is grabbing, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's actually this one here. All right. Okay, this one right here seems to be the one he is grabbing. Let me make sure that one is in here. So first one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, good. All right, so it's this one right here. This guy here, we're going to bring down a little bit into here so that it is about right here. And this one here, we'll bring down just a touch to about right here. Okay.
And see where this knee is supposed to be? About, right here. Okay, let's do the exact same thing with probably this. So what is that? 1, 2.
All right, so we're going to come in here and hit 3 and grab that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one, I believe.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, so we're going to grab 6. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Is that, the center line?
See, is that along the center line? Is a good question. Don't think that's along the center line. I think this here is the center line right here. Okay, so if we grab that one and release this one over here. All right, and then there should be 6 more on here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. So we've got a 14 loop in here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wait, maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there we go. We got 7 in there.
Center line, nice. Okay, same thing. Inset. Bring it down.
All right. Okay, so which one are we going to do? I am going to. Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know which one I want to do the center line on. Yeah, that's definitely a center line there. And that, okay. We'll do that. Okay. So we're going to inset on this here.
And then bring it out like.
Okay. Inset. And then, excuse me, grab Y and bring it out like that.
That. On the Y. Let's make sure it stays on the Y. And then smooth it out.
Okay, then we'll get the smooth tool and we'll smooth it out a little bit. Always about right there.
Like that. You see the knee starting to come to life.
He did it much more.
Same
like about right there.
Before. We're gonna go into vertex mode. 1, 2, 3, 4. And
So we're going to come in here in the vertex mode. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to merge at last and do that on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Merge at last. Okay, there we go. So we have 4 in the middle there. Let's go do some Stream Raiders. Alrighty. What do we have in here right now? Okay. And let's get this battle started. Okay. Then we will go to this one right here. Let's see what our... Let's see. Okay, we are upgrading the flag bearer. Fine. Okay. Alright. Go down to here. Okay. And what do I need to get out here now? I need healers, paladins right now. Healers and paladins. So let's get out the healer next. Alright. Get out Mr. Healer. It's my second healer. Good. And we'll get a paladin out next round. And let's go back over to doing some blendering. Blendering along with Blender, right?
we're going to merge to last. And then same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. M. Merge to last. And then with edge, select edge. Shift click edge. We're going to dissolve those edges. Shabam. Just like that. Okay? And then we're going to do the exact same thing one more time. So now I'm going to inset with I. Kick that in. I'm going to smooth it out. Like that. Bring it out on the y-axis, tiny little bit. Smooth it out again. Like that. And then same thing with our vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right click, merge vertices at last. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right click, merge vertices at last. Okay? And then don't forget to dissolve and
There we are.
dissolve. Bada bing. Okay, so we should have quad quad, quad quad, and let's save our work. Okay, so now we built out the knee in the same way that we built out the elbow. Let's jump over into sculpt mode. Size is brushed down a little bit. Guys, are my screencast keys, honest question, screencast keys are acting up, you guys. Now they're working. It's very strange. I clicked.
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed with the screencast keys that he's complaining about is that sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes the screencast keys don't work in here in sculpt mode. I don't know why, but yes, yeah, I've got the screencast keys in here as well, latest version, but yeah, you never know. You'll see what happens. Okay.
If I ever don't say, I can't tell you why. Just being a little bit glitchy. Okay. So now let's go to sculpt mode and smooth these out a little bit. Okay. Just smooth out that knee. Nicely done. Smooth out that knee. Smooth, smooth. And then I'm gonna tab back into edit mode, and just so you can kind of see what we were doing. if you want to face select and see the geometry that we made, you got this loop around here. There's another one here. Yeah, but it's really cool.
All right, let's see if I got my loops in here. Okay, there's going to be a lot of work I'm going to have to do on this model later on to get this thing to come in here properly. Okay, because I don't exactly like how the geometry is coming in or how the shape is coming in, so I'm going to have to do some basic smoothing in here, but we'll see how this goes. Anyways, let's go back to edit mode. And what we're going to do is we're going to check to see how our faces are doing. Okay, so we have this one right here, which goes down. Okay, and this one here goes up. You notice it goes around the arm up there. So we've got some decent edge loops in there now. Okay, same with this one right here. That one goes down, and this one here goes up. So we've got that one, that one, that one, and that one for our edge loops. Okay, so that one seems to have grabbed the entire foot. Oh well. So there we go. We've got that in there. Okay, so next on the agenda, let's see what we're doing with the next part.
Well, it goes all the way up.
All right.
So we're doing some good things. Okay, we got that elbow, we got that knee, and we're moving right along. How are we doing on time? Okay, so let's add a little bit more geometry, a couple more loop cuts here, one, and then
I'm going to add in a loop cut in here, right there. Okay.
underneath the knee as well, here.
And then one in here. That one right there. Okay. Just a little bit more geometry.
Two. Let me make sure you. Okay, and that's good. That's good for the knee, and that's good for the elbow. Okay, so we're taking it nice and slow. We're building out the form. And the next, if this was a male character, we'd be good. But it's not. It's female, and she has breasts. So in the next episode, we will build out the breast, and we'll go from there. So in the meantime, get up, save your work with Control S, and get up, get a cup of coffee, get a bend, get a push up, get a I'm gonna do some crunches. I haven't done crunches enough today. I've just been sitting down all damn day. Let me know how this is going, if it's feasible, if we're going too fast, too slow. Again, if I'm going too slow for you, for this part of the geometry of the mesh, just watch Dicko, and I will leave a link. Hey,
Right.
my puppy just walked in. And I will leave a link for that tutorial in the description. If not, if you're doing okay and we're going at the right pace,
Might have
let's keep
to
going. So
bring
get
this
yourself
upwards
some,
a little bit
stay
to have it
hydrated,
bend.
get some water, and we'll see you in the next one. Hello, Olympia Tech.
Exactly
and
on
welcome
the
back to Blender character modeling tutorial series for beginners. We are going to pick up right where we left off, part 21, y'all. Today we will build the breasts of our character, and we're going to dive right in. So with face select selected,
Let's get in here, get face selected, and we'll see what we can do.
We're going to grab the faces of our breast and extrude it out. So we're going to shift click 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me make sure. I'm going to jump in a side view. Yeah. So this is going to be, that might even be a little too much. I wonder if we need 1, 2. We'll build this out. So really, like everything we've done so far, it's going to be boxy and sharp before it's smooth and organic, like like animate objects, right? Like the human flesh. So we'll kick back around. Let's N into our tools over here. Go to our tools and go to our loop tools. Remember, that's the add-on that we added in the very beginning. And let's circularize this. Okay, and there we go. I want to make sure that this didn't bring that. Yep, that attached there. I did not want that to happen.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the loop tools here, this thing here, and I'm going to grab along of the X, and I'm going to try moving this thing. Good. Alright, so I'm able to get this thing away from the center point. There we go.
The X out of this. Control Z. Control Z. So maybe if we bring this over a little bit, that won't happen. There we go. That's what we're looking for. More or less. I'm going to kick in a side view. And then I'm going to grab it, move it out a tiny bit, and then extrude. Okay? And now, this obviously looks pretty comical almost, but well, it's the very beginning. There will be form. So let's scale that down and then grab and bring it up. And you can see right away you have the curvature of the breast. It's still very mechanical and it's still very sharp, and it's like, well, it's as if you're building an organic form out of polygonal geometry. We will add that softness. So, okay, so we're gonna grab this up a little bit, and I can scale that in a little more, and we'll obviously have some loop cuts to create this form. We'll come around here, and that's a little right. So this down here, let's go to grab this edge, this edge, this edge, and this edge, and bring these.
So we're going to grab this this edge, and this edge, it looks like, and we're going to pull that into here. One, grab and pull that down to about right there. Okay.
Over, right, and we're really, you've been playing this game long enough. We're really.
A little bit there. Over to there a little bit. See that one right there. Bring it up to about right here. These two guys, pull that up to about right here. And into here. And we're going to come into here and grab these guys right here. Grab and pull it down to probably about right over here. Into here. Right. Okay. All right.
Just kind of aligning aligning the template that we're running with. I'm gonna kick around in a side view.
Back to the side view here. Okay.
And all I'm doing, and you know, you can watch the screencast. I'm
So there.
rotating some of the edges just to align this breast. And I'm going to grab both of these, bring these back. You know, you still want some straightness in the geometry. I say
Back to here. Grab and pull that over to here. This one here, we're going to grab and pull it over to here a little bit. Grab to here and grab to over to here. Grab. Trying to straighten this out a little bit. All right. To there, to there. These guys up to here, up to about right here. Probably pull this one down. That's about right here, and this one down to here, and this one down to about right over here. Maybe not. Up a little bit. Okay. All right, there we go. All right.
some much straightness in the geometry. Bring this back. Bring this back. Bring this back. Kind of establishing a center line here. We'll bring this up.
All right, so let's bring this one back over to here. This one over to here a little bit. This one over to here a bit. All right.
Bring these. All I'm doing is grabbing vertices.
All right, and this one here, we'll grab and pull it over to here. This one here, we're going to bring down a little bit down to here. And this one will go to, I'm going to say about right here. And then this one over here, we'll grab and pull over into here. Like that, right there.
We got this here, we'll bring that there, this back here, this up. Okay.
Right, and this is what it's looking like so far. Okay.
And again, it's still wildly deformed, and that's, again, that's okay. We'll bring it to life, you guys. Not to worry. Okay. And let's grab our faces here.
Grab these faces right here. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Grab and pull them out to about right over here.
The areola. We're going to build out this form a little bit more. Let's make sure my wireframe overlay is selected. Okay.
So he's wanting his wireframe overlay selected. So let's turn that on. Where is it? Center. It's normal. Where did he get that from?
Is a bit more. Let's.
There. Okay, I'm on the wrong one. There it is. It's already turned on. Never mind. All right. And he does.
My wireframe overlay is selected. Okay.
Yep.
Not too shabby. This crease in the belly is something that I want to address quickly. I'm going to do one. And then two. Let me kick over here. Just bring these out real quick. There we go. Just a little more natural form. And then what we can do is let's add some loop cuts. So we'll add 2 loop cuts here.
Okay, we'll add in 2 loop cuts in here. Okay.
And then let's go into sculpt mode and really.
Okay, we'll then go into sculpt mode. All right, let me get my thing back out because sculpting is more of an artistic thing than some of these other ones.
Try and smooth out the form. Here, I'll make this a little bit bigger.
Okay, now he's going to smooth out the form a little bit. All right. Go. Brush in here and all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start shaping this thing. And we're just going to start shaping this thing into the place. Actually, I'm going to hit the grab and just pull this thing out. Just that's in here. Properly, because I don't think it's coming in nicely. Yeah, I'm going to need more loop cuts. But anyways, let's smooth this thing down a little bit. We need more loop cuts in here. I really do not like the way these things are looking. I really do not like how these things are, but yeah, may just go off here and do this a little bit differently because yeah, it needs to come out, definitely come out here. This needs more loop cuts in here to do this properly, I think. Let me just get the basic shape in here, and then we will see what we can do about shaping this into something a little bit more, pleasing in here. It's already looking a heck of a lot better than it first did. Yeah. Okay. Come on, back up. At least that there is good. I think I am gonna add in some more loop cuts in here because I am not really happy with this at all on how that's shaping out. That they just do not look very nice. Right, anyways, we will work on this. Right, let's go on with the tutorial.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna kick it back into edit mode. Let's add one more edge loop here, and then another one here. Okay, so now we have more geometry to mess with. And then these 6 faces, let's bring these.
Right. So he's basically doing what I was complaining about. All right, so we're going to add in a loop cut here, and a loop cut here. Okay, and then he's going to select these 3 faces, these 6 faces right here. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. All right.
These to a point. So let's take these and then hit M and merge them to a center. So we want this to be a point. Okay.
All right. We'll merge that at center.
This will be the tip of the nipple that we can bring. Oh, excuse me. I'll escape out of that. Just the vertex here. This.
All right. So we're going to grab that vertex right there. Okay, come over here, and we're going to grab and pull that up to right here, and then over here. He does not have them well in lot. Actually, that is along the X. There we go. So that's where he's putting that one right there. I'm going to add in some more loops in here probably.
Vertex will obviously come up. We'll bring that up, so that'll kind of be. Well, all right, we'll deal with that.
3, grab, and it's putting it down to about right here.
Momentarily. And then now let's sculpt. Let's sculpt this. Let's really just come.
Okay, so now we're going to go in here and actually sculpt this thing a little bit better. Edit into here in sculpt mode, and let's see what we can do about getting this thing looking a little bit better in here. All right. All right. Let's see what we got in here. All right, see how this actually is looking right now. Some take out some up here. A little bit better, but I think it needs a little bit more of a touch on it. Yeah, I need a crease down here in the bottom. That's what my problem is. I think is that there's no is that it is just jutting out, and I don't like that in here. So we're just going to crease along the bottom up here, just to pinch it in a little bit down on the bottom, like that. All right, let's see how that's looking now. Oh, that's looking a lot better than what it was. Still need to flatten it out a little bit up here. There we go. All right. At least we got the bottom curve there. This here is going to have to be fixed up. I need more geometry in here to do this properly, I think. But it's looking a hell of a lot better than what it did. Maybe a little bit more flattening right in here. A little bit of inflation here. Come over to this side over here. A little bit over in here. Okay. Looking better. Let's go back over here. I think we need a little bit more inflation in here. All right. Probably let's switch to the other one. Let's have a look at this one here instead. Yeah, I think that's going to look a little bit better. Okay, yes. Yeah, I think that's going to look like a better shape for what we need. All right, let's see what we can do about bringing this stuff down and into this shape here. It looks a little bit better. Okay. All right, let's go into edit mode. Okay, and we will hit Alt Z, and we're going to grab these guys right here. It's about right here, I'm going to say. And let's grab and pull them down into here. Yeah, it's a bit better. Yeah, it is a bit better in there. Okay, that looks a lot better. It's going to need a little bit more shaping, but let's go to Stream Raiders and see how this goes. Okay. Hello, Mollinator. And we'll take another break on this one here, and then we will continue onwards. Are you being an air leak? Yes, you are. You're being an air leak. I got an air leak behind me. All right. Okay. Then we will go off to here, let's say. And what do I need to bring out? I need to bring out my paladins now. Paladins are right here. And let's bring out the paladin. Let's go right down here, and then we'll sweep up into there. All right. There we go. Larks are appreciated. All right. Let's go take a break, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes. I'm going to run some commercials, and we'll be back soon. All right, I'm back, and let's continue to work on this a little bit. Where's my... There it is. I want to get this into a little bit better of a shape than what it's in right now. I don't like the shape. All right. Let's see what we can do about getting this into some sort of decent shape. All right. Right there. Let's go to sculpt mode. And let's... get this into a nice shape. And... there we go. That's a bit better. All right. Let's get back into our inflation. Smooth it a little bit in here. That's already looking a lot better. There it is. There we go. I do think I am going to work on adding a little bit more geometry in here. I do not like how that is looking right there, but it's already looking 100 times better than what it was. Guys, here we're going to pull back a little bit, go to edit mode, and we're going to get that one and that one, and we're going to go GY and pull them back a little bit there. All right, let's have a look how that's looking over there. Just this one now. GY and pull it back. Okay, GZ and pull it up. Oops, Z and pull it up to there. This one here, GZ and pull it upwards a little bit right there. Okay, let's go back to sculpting. Okay, then maybe it's the post. Okay, no. Well, there's something that we usually go to that only that closes at noon or something like that. So I don't know. So we will see how this goes. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to flatten this thing out a little bit. Okay, we're going to add in some, we're going to inflate a bit in here. Okay, I'm going to go to 1 over here, and that vertex right there I don't like. Edit this one right here, GZ, we're going to pull upwards a little bit so it's in line there, over to here. That should be fine right there. This is already starting to look a hell lot better than what we had before. I am going to add in some more geometry in here. Probably another 2 loop cuts. Actually, I'm going to put in about 3 loop cuts in there. All right, so let me get in here and Control R. Escape. Let me see if I can get in here. Control R. Right. How am I going to do that? It's no longer thinking it's a loop is the problem. Okay. Anyways, let's just continue seeing what we can do about working on this thing, and then we'll see what we can do about getting this thing to see if we can continue on with the tutorial in here. So we're just going to inflate in here a little bit, just to get that thing in there nicely. Smooth in these guys right here a little bit, like that. Maybe, okay, those ones there aren't so bad. A little bit of smoothing right here. Okay. Apart from that bunch at the tip up there, I think we've got it. I think we've got what we want. It follows the pattern there. Here, we're going to have to move a little bit. We need to bring these guys here down a bit. So let's hit the G tool. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab here and pull these guys down a little bit. Those ones down to about right there to here. Okay, that's good. I'm missing some stuff up here. So let's go over to here and we're going to see what we can do about grabbing these guys up a little bit, these guys here. Okay, just to add in a little bit more volume in here. Do I have any geometry I need a bit of a loop, I need a loop in here. I need to bring this thing up. So maybe when we subdiv, it will come in a little bit better. All right. And then we can see what we can do about coming in here. But I need to have some more stuff in here. But anyways, that's where we are. Let's see how the tutorial goes.
Add some smoothness here. Really kind of smooth this in.
I don't think that's looking too bad. I think we may have a little bit of juttiness. Yeah, I got a little bit of juttiness right in here. I got to bring this guy here in a little bit. Are we still in sculpt mode? Good. All right, so I'm going to bring this guy here in a little bit. There we go. All right, so let's have a look.
Smooth the geometry. Now we can add a little more.
A little bit of inflation in here. A little bit right in here. Smooth that down a bit. Okay.
Really kind of build out the curvature of that breast. Okay. Click in a side view. Down here. Filled out.
Back over here, we've got that curve in here. This curve up here we're kind of missing.
Super important to, it might look fine in one angle, but then the other angle, you really want to make
edit
sure
mode.
You're kind of building this out from all angles because it could look, boxy or square or lopsided.
Pull it upwards a little bit there. Then we got this one here.
Let's smooth that out.
Grab Z and pull it up. Okay. All right, and then that should come in here. That should come in nicely. Okay, that's a bit better. Let's go back over to this mode over here. Okay, we got a little bit of a bump in here, which means this one here has to go down. GZ, pull it down just a touch. All right, maybe a little bit too much. GZ, pull it up. There we go. How are we doing in here for the rest of this thing? Okay, we've got that curve in there is nice. Not too sure about here, but maybe it'll sort that out. These guys up here, these three right here, I need to pull back a little bit. Like to be probably about right there. All right.
Then I might need
okay.
Another loop cut here.
Let's see how that works.
Bring this in like that. Bring that in like that. Another loop cut. So now we're adding just a little more geometry.
Oh, a second, I've missed something in here that he was doing. So he did bring that in. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go here, And we're just going to go GG and bring it down like that. All right. Now then what we're going to do in here is we're going to grab this one here and GG and pull that one in here. And GG and pull that, oops. GG, pull that in like this. We're just basically just working on, yeah, it's looking a lot better than what it was. Okay. All right, so let's go back over here, make sure that we are still nice in here. All right, so these guys here, we're going to have to inflate a little bit to get this thing to look a little bit better. And just inflate a little bit down here. Okay. Looks better now that we've actually got our geometry in here. Yeah, it's looking a lot better than what it was. We've got a little bit more relaxed state in here. Okay. It's looking a lot better than what it was. Let's get some volume on this side over here. Okay. A little bit of relax. I think we want to relax this one up here a little bit. All right. All right. There we go. That's looking a lot better than what it was. Okay.
Bring this in like that.
All right, one thing we are going to do is we're going to actually flatten out the nipple in here a little bit. All right, there we go. So it's not sticking out as much as it was. There we go. All right. And maybe flatten here a little bit. There we go. Expand here a little bit. Maybe expand down here a little bit. That's looking good from that angle there. Here, yeah. All right, there we go.
Bring that in like that. Another loop cut. So we're adding just a little more geometry.
He's going to add in some more geometry in here. All right, I'll do the same sort of thing. He's got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I've got, not from the end, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From the end, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, okay, so we got about the same amount of geometry. So add in right there.
Pull this back. Pull this back.
All right, so let's undo that one for a second. Where did he actually do that one? Oh, he did it there. Okay. Control R here, pull it back, and here. We'll add one right there.
Pull this back. We're just trying to build it up. And again, it doesn't need to be perfect, right? There are modifiers that we're going to plug on here. We'll absolutely add that smoothness. Okay. All right, let's handle this. Nipple. So let's. All right, I'm going to plug back over to sculpt mode. I'm going to inflate and build out this. Okay, just based on this model here. Let's call it that, and then on top.
Go back to sculpt mode here. Inflate.
Down. Okay. Now the bottom actually works here in terms of size. What I want to do here is, well, first let me get face select on this.
Go back to the other one for a moment.
Bring up here, rotate down, and bring it down bit and just kind of scale that in. Okay? Really, once you kind of have the center of the areola, around that you can build the rest of the form. And now let's go into sculpt mode and smooth this out a little bit because it's just massive and jagged. Okay?
See how that is right there. Okay.
We smooth this out here. So there's that. That form. This comes down. We smooth. There we go. We smooth this up to here. Pull that over. Okay, that's starting.
I'm going to speed up his thing
curvature
a little bit.
Starting to pull in a little bit. Bring that. Get this up even more. Over here. Okay, this needs to come back. Got it. Pull that back. Oh, we go to vertex select. And really just try and. Right. Okay, so we're going to smooth this out. Right? All we're doing is eyeballing. Just try and make it adhere to your model. If you're using our reference image, great. If you're using a reference image that doesn't have such an aggressive form, then you're probably having an easier go of it. Let's start to grab stuff. Bring this out a little bit. Because it's not just a flat chest and then just a giant breast out, right? There's a slope to it, right? Put these in.
I got in there.
Like that.
I may add it a little bit in here.
Okay, cut the side, then you have that now. Add some fullness to the side. That out. This actually needs to come in a little bit. Okay, and we'll go back into edit mode, and then with face select these faces, and then we'll make this even smaller, and bring that over here just to...
Alright, so we're going to get into edit mode, and go to face select, and grab all these guys, and scale it in even smaller. Alright, and rotate this a little bit. There we go. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to flatten it out a little bit up on top.
I'll line that nipple there. Okay, so our reference is here. Looks centered around the nipple, and then here it's a little higher, so the reference is off. Probably an 1/8 of an inch. We'll scale that down. And rotate it.
There we go. It's much better.
Up. Okay, and that is, let's go to nice curvature of the breast right there. Okay, still a little jagged in areas.
Feels a little twisted.
I'll shrink that brush down. Go here. Again, it's okay. Right? You just want to get your basic shape. And we'll smooth out in post. Okay? So not bad. Now, one thing, what is kind of bothering me is this arm up here. So let's get this arm a little bit. Let's select this edge loop. Okay? And then shift select up here. Okay? And I bring this up and in, maybe here.
So let's have a look, see what he's fiddling around with.
Then let's do the same with these guys. Come here.
Okay.
Bring that out like that.
I don't think I'm going to...
Okay.
Kind of bugging me too.
Just a little more. She's got a little more arm there. Okay. So let's add a little bit more over here. And that is, more or less good enough. Because we're going to add, we will smooth this out later on. But one thing that is kind of bothering me, let me pull this in a little bit.
I think those are actually going to be where I'm going to hold those right now.
See what this is. Let me just try something right quick. Let me scale that in. Bring that up. Bring this in like that. See, I mean, you don't want to do it. You don't want to mess too much of it up. But you do want it to match, you know, your drawing. So
Hey, bring that out a little
if
bit.
that means pulling out individual vertices, then okay, then that's what that means, right? Just to get that form.
Doesn't
where
have
you
to be
know it
perfect.
needs to be.
It has to be recognizable.
Okay, and if you need more geometry, then add some. Right? This is old hat to you. You know how to add geometry.
I'm not going to mess with it. I think it's good. So let's see, how is Stream Raiders doing? Got about 2 minutes on Stream Raiders.
Back to sculpt mode. Smooth this out a little bit. String that down.
Alright, there's the stream elements right there.
Okay, same thing as before. So we went too much, we elongate up top, and then we shrunk it down the bottom. So now let's go back to inflate. Load that up a little bit. Let's see here. And kick around, and there, that's the bottom of that. Breast starts filling out. Excellent. Okay. And then around the side, plenty. Bring that up here. There's that. I think we can smooth this down underneath. Oh, excuse me, I was hitting inflate. I meant to hit smooth. Okay, so there's that, and that comes around, and then, you know, it's a little higher up here. So let's
Maybe a little bit in here.
right. Okay, there's that curvature around the side. And, okay, looks all right from the front, and then from the side. Got that at the bottom again here, and up top. Okay, cool. So let's smooth this down one last time, just to smooth our geometry. Oh my God, I go to hit it. Nothing happens. What to hit inflate?
I'm going to want to increase this collarbone up here at some point.
Oh, I'm bending that in.
Yeah.
Okay, so that looks all
The
right.
collarbone nice and defined.
So another we cut here to get that areola. Okay, I'll come around the side, and this needs to be tamped down a little bit. If you need to use the grab tool, use the grab.
Alright, so we're going to come in here and go to edit mode, and we're going to add in a little bit more geometry in here. There, and another one right there, and let's put one right there. Alright, so that when we come in here and finally do a nice sculpt in here, we can get this thing nicely lined up as we want it to be.
If smooth is not giving what you need, and you got to use a different tool, then okay, use a different tool. Okay, let's see how this looks over here. Got that fullness. So we pull this up. We can match this.
There we go. There we got Stream Raiders ready to go. And let's go over and do that. And see, what is the next one we're going to be working on? Wrists and fingers. Actually, wrists, fingers, thumbs. Okay, I think this will be the last Stream Raiders that we'll do tonight. Because I've had a long day as well. So let's do that. And I'll probably be back tomorrow to do some more stuff in the morning. So let's see who we can raid out into. and see how that goes. We have, oh good, we can go over to there. Okay, we can go off over to, we haven't been to, oh, who's this guy right here? Oh no, definitely not him. Oh, we haven't rated her for a while. Let's go off and do Taliel, who is a Lego builder, but she's playing games tonight. So let's go raid her tonight because we haven't really raided her for recently. All right. Okay. So, anyways, thank you guys all for coming out and joining me tonight, and thank you guys for coming by. And as I'm doing some Blender. But until next time, I'm Deacon, and you guys have some fun, and I will catch you guys later. So let's go raid. There we go. All right, there we go.